let's be specific. This is really good news for a lot of people around Donald Trump. Donald Trump Jr., Jared Kushner, Jerome Corsi, the writer who had a draft indictment presented to him by Mueller's office, and they decided not to go forward with this. I mean, this is, let's be fair here. I mean, there has been a lot of suspicion around certain people, and a lot of, negative things have been said, and imputation of criminal activity, and Mueller has said, I am not proceeding, and there is no better news to receive than you are not being indicted by the United States government.
Jeffrey, you once worked as a prosecutor. So when the senior justice official tells Laura Jarrett the special counsel is not recommending any further indictments, can we conclude there have been no sealed indictments that would be unsealed at some point down the road?
Well, boy, Wolf, you're like a lawyer. That's an interesting question. I think the answer is we can assume that. I mean, that is a very good follow-up question, but I think that would be very coy if no further indictments. In plain English, it means to me that there are no further.
Or let me ask Laura Jarrett that same question, Laura. It's your reporting the special counsel is not recommending any further indictments. As far as you know, have there been sealed indictments that potentially down the road, for whatever reason, could be unsealed?
Wolf, I was channeling you. I asked that very same question. I pressed them at length, sealed, unsealed, in any form. You're telling me this is not coming down the pipe in any way in the coming weeks and months, and I was told unequivocally, no, it's done.
And also, Wolf, you also mentioned about perjury. If Robert Mueller thought that witnesses committed perjury, he would have charged it.
Right.
Because he did charge several people with making false statements. So, the idea, I know there are Democrats out there who want to keep the Mueller investigation alive until, Malia Obama is running for president. But, it's not, it's over. This investigation is over.
And don't forget.
And, the Southern District will continue, and that's significant. But, the Mueller investigation is over.
Right. And don't forget that this is a president who has been tweeting, talking, whatever, about witch hunt
175 times.
Thank you very much, Evan. He's been doing that for the last 2 years. Ever since James Comey, almost 2 years to the day, testified before Congress that the FBI had opened an investigation into potential Russian collusion. So if, as Jeffrey is saying, they get great news, the great news is, first of all, there's no more indictments. But if suddenly the president has to say those angry Democrats who were working with Bob Mueller were actually just part of a Justice Department doing its job, after he has criticized the Justice Department.
And he's been vindicated by them, essentially.
And then he's now vindicated. Exactly. How do you manage that politically? We obviously can't jump the gun here. We have to see what comes out from Barr and what's in the report. But if I'm at Mar-a-Lago with the president, as Pamela's been reporting, the lawyers are
feeling good.
That I would be very happy.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's not forget, I know we've said it, but this investigation is over and the president never sat down for an interview with Robert Mueller. That is huge. That was always the big question and something the lawyers never wanted to happen. And they were able to prevent that and prevent any sort of the peanut fight. And we're learning today that Robert Mueller never actually put in the request that was rejected in any way, according to this letter from Barr.